Okay, we are back with game 2 against Baron Fraser, and this one it was a lot easier for me to tell what to do here as opposed to the last game. Just build something with Scrying Pool, right? There's Festival, Scrying Pool and Festival like each other a lot because Festival has this problem with draw, right? There's no plus card on Festival, but Scrying Pool has literally unbounded draw. So you could just draw all your festivals and play them all and have no problem with that whatsoever. So the opening seems very, very clear. Catapult potion. When you have your deck under control, you put a leprechaun inside and start gaining wishes using those wishes for bigger plays. There's Palace, so you would get points for groups of copper, gold, silver, something I have to keep in mind. I mean, leprechaun gives you the gold, I can buy the coppers back very easily, and at the end with the festival, the silver is a bit of a problem, but whatever. Anyway, so I open with that catapult potion. My opponent goes for a leprechaun and a silver. So again, playing very much money. There's a bit more support for it here through Palace. The leprechaun will gain the golds, and he's not trashing his coppers, so he just has to buy a few silvers, and he'll get quite a few points from that. Gets the leprechaun out very early, doesn't miss, and a festival here on 5, which is reasonable. Swamp Hog there would also be reasonable. Here I decide to attack him because he reshuffled with gold and silver in his deck, so hopefully that kept him down from buying something significant. He still buys a festival, which is, I think, significant, but whatever. 6 is going to be a festival for me. I considered Count to help with the trashing, but I have a pair of catapults. They should be fine to manage things. 8 and another early province for my opponent. This whole match, we'll see early provinces as a spoiler. I get the leprechaun here. I know it's early, but what else am I going to do on 3? I really don't want a silver. It just doesn't work well with the Scrying Pool. Although I did mention the palace point, so maybe I should have been a silver instead, but whatever. The leprechaun is there now. I know it's premature, but I'll need it at some point. Herbalist for my opponent, so hopefully he doesn't get too fortunate with the herbalist and top deck gold often. Yeah, you see here, I know it's early for the leprechaun, but I still bought it. I could have played it here too, but just to avoid any nonsense, not going to. I'm gonna get the swamp hag there. Again, attacks on money players particularly good because they can't deal with it as well. Second province plus herbalist not gold. For my opponent, I did write an article on leprechaun, by the way. If you want to look at that, it's on the blog. And in the article, I did talk about playing leprechaun and money and how you should not do that. So I was a bit worried here. Like I was telling myself, you wrote the article on leprechaun, and in it you said, generally you don't play leprechaun and money, so you better not lose to leprechaun and money here. I'm in the back right now. He has all these palace points too, right? In addition to the 2 provinces. And he's gaining gold regularly with the leprechaun. So we'll see how it goes. I do get the second swamp hag here to try to keep him under the lock. So we have the same pair appearing in this game, the catapult and swamp hag lock. So that's what I'm trying to establish. Catapult again, just from the last game, very, very good at causing problems for money players. Any hand size attack is anyway. So finally I do get the leprechaun to trigger. Hooray. Very good, very good. And I do need a second festival at this point, so I'm at the point where I'm drawing deck and I'm getting a swamp hag in play every turn. I'm attacking him every turn. The deck sort of plays itself from here. You just continue to buy Scrying Pools, of course, and continue to put cards that'll have the biggest impact in the game. So I think that would be something like Festival, maybe Merchant Ship, right? But I mean, if you're playing the festival every turn, I think it is as good as a merchant ship, and you get the plus buy from it too, right? And as well as the plus actions. So I mean, the merchant ship does stay out of the deck, which helps a little bit, maybe sometimes. I don't know. Anyways, I'm looking at piles. I don't want to run the festivals down too much. The curses will run, I anticipate. And if at all I need to get points from alternative places like duchies and harems, I don't want them to be a third pile. So I got a count here to gain duchies. I feel like I would need to do that, but we'll see. I'm just setting myself up here to take big groups of points all at once. My opponent is going through the Swamp Hag to pick up golds and such, but I'm more than happy to have him do that. Not a problem at all. These catapults here will help to clean up the golds from my deck as well. So it'll curse him plus cause him to discard, which I'm pretty happy about. It, makes his Scrying Pool thing work a little bit more smoothly. And here, I think I am going to start to score because I pick up a Harem of the Wish. Am I going to start to score? Yes, I am going to start to score here. 32 potion. Do pick up a Scrying Pool, of course. Another province and a harem. I wasn't really thinking too much there about how to score. I just wanted to score. And there's 3 provinces left in the pile. My opponent could not take 3 provinces, and I can, and I do because I gave myself a good shot at it by top decking the Scrying Pool with the count there. So game 2 is pretty quick here. Classic stuff again, right? Scrying Pool coming through, shining very, very brightly as it always does when, there's some support for it. Of course, there's often a lot of support for it. And cleaning up money, no big deal. So that is game 2. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.